Hi, Sylvia Wright here. Today I want to talk to you about college and career readiness in South Carolina. So the General Assembly established the South Carolina Coordinating Council for Workforce Development in 2016. And the members of this council include representatives from school districts, state agencies like the South Carolina Department of Education. It includes members from industry or representatives from industry, representatives from the legislature. And this is important because my vision aligns with the work that this council is already in the work of doing. So I attended their quarterly meeting, their recent quarterly meeting, and there are 3 things that I want to highlight from that meeting that align with my vision. The first one is communication and access. So first they talked about parents and students knowing what's available, what options they have in their area, communicating that so that way they know the requirements and again, what's available. Also, looking at model CTE centers, the career and technology centers, and seeing how the ones that are successful, how they can be scaled and modeled throughout the state. So that way more students can have access to these career and technology or technical opportunities. And the other part of that is businesses. Getting businesses involved, forming those partnerships. How can businesses work with school districts or even learn about how they can work with school districts? And that way their businesses can offer apprenticeships and internships. And not just big businesses, but small and medium businesses as well. The council talked about creating a local or central location where businesses can post internships, apprenticeships, and programs. That way, everyone has access and knows what is available in their area. The second thing I want to highlight is preparing kids or students through innovative learning environments. There are over 800 occupations in South Carolina, but right now there's a limited focus. So in order to expand that focus, we can start to infuse careers and also soft skills within our curriculum. And part of my vision for doing this is expanding the career and technical innovation courses that the South Carolina Department of Education is piloting. So right now, the focus is special education, but I want to expand that to general education. Because what this does is it creates or infuses careers and soft skills within our curriculum. And an example of that was when I was the district coordinator for Dorchester 4, I infused the logistics curriculum along with like the English 3 curriculum. And the teacher who was over that program, I gave the curriculum, but she was in charge of designing the instructional materials, how she wanted to implement this curriculum. So by doing this, it not only creates this more hands-on project-based learning, it gives teachers more autonomy. And it's a fun learning environment because it's hands-on, it's real world. It's connecting the kids with real world experiences. So students can learn innovative problem-solving skills and along with their basic instructional skills. And this innovative thinking will become a part of like a classroom norm. So imagine if these kids had this in elementary and middle school. By the time they get to high school, they will have those soft skills that are required. The final thing I want to highlight is creating pathways that prepare students for success. So in elementary and middle school, we'll expose them to a variety of careers. So when they get to high school, they'll have some type of knowledge of what career path they want to go into. And it it doesn't have to be final, but they'll at least have some type of knowledge of what they might want to do. And so once they have that, we have these pathways available that, prepare them for the requirements for the job. So these pathways would incorporate the steps that students need to meet the requirements for whatever pathway they choose. So if they want to go into the military, they know, or they'll be preparing for the ASVAB. If they want to, or if their job requires a certification, that will be a part of the pathway, incorporating the steps to get that certification, so that way they're set up for success for whatever pathway they choose. So I will continue to work with this coordinating council to increase the skills and experiences of our students, so that way they can progress through whatever pathway, career pathway they choose, and also sustaining the workforce in South Carolina. Learn more about me and my campaign at Wright2026sc.com.